Hello. Hi guys, and welcome to this week's Battle Spot Doubles episode. So, we're going to kick off with the team that we created a couple of weeks ago, the God of War, Mega God of War, Excadrill, Tyranitar, Zapdos, Araquanid, and Hitmontop. So, really looking forward to getting into it. Feels like forever since we've actually played it. It was only last Thursday that we played the last episode. Had a really good couple of games. So, hopefully we can continue that today on the Battle Spot. Yes, news-wise. So, we were talking last week about setting up a Twitch channel. I've done that. So next week, next Tuesday, we're going to launch our very first Twitch live stream with our Battle Spot Doubles episode. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It'll be around the same time. I'll confirm all the times and things starting, well, at the end of this week into next week before we do the episode, so you guys know exactly when and where to come and view it. So hopefully that'll be a lot of fun. We'll hang out, we'll have a battle or two or three or four or five for like an hour or so, and just hang out, and we'll try and continue that as we go on throughout the summer. With the changes to VGC and things like that, we might change over to VGC at some points and things like that, so we'll just see how it goes. But on to today's episode, because we've got our first opponent and they're already locked in, so we're well behind. We need to get up. So they've got a team of Whimsicott, Eevee, Togekiss, Araquanid, Metagross, and Xatu? I'm pretty sure it is a Psychic Flying type, and it's an Eevee team. So I saw the Eevee, and we know what they're going to go for. So, this looks fun, or not so much. Now I think we're going to need Trick Room here, 100%. So let's go God of War, Hitmontop. We're probably going to need a Tyranitar and an Excadrill, probably. Tyranitar is going to be pretty... Actually, the Metagross throws a few problems in with the Araquanid as well, so that's like the Trick Room kind of safety there. We might be better off going with... we'll definitely bring T-Tot, and we'll definitely bring the Excadrill and lock in, because we're running out of time. We're going to have to do a lot of switching, I think. We're going to try and stop the Eevee. Eevee teams weren't something we kind of thought about in the team building process, and that's primarily, I think, probably because we kind of just locked that Eevee kind of strategy into 2017 rule set. But this is an open deck, so anything goes here, and we should have probably thought about this and had some kind of tech against it, because we don't really have anything. So we see the Xatu and the Eevee lead off. Now that Xatu probably threatens, we can get the fake out onto the Eevee here. We could go fake out, or we could go feint into it. Probably better off fake out in it, just to avoid any mishaps here. I am going to Mega Evolve. I'm not going to go for... does Xatu get Quick Guard? Seems like the kind of Pokemon that might get Quick Guard. I'm not 100% sure. This is awkward, because if it gets Quick Guard, we're going to shut down, and then the feint would be better, wouldn't it? But let's Mega Evolve, just go for a Hyper Voice, get some damage off on both things, and I think we're just going to have to risk it. I'm pretty sure when I've looked through Quick Guard users in the past, I've never seen Xatu as that, but I could be wrong. Let's go for the fake out. Eevee might protect anyway. So here we go. Let's unveil our Mega God of War, the beautiful lady in her nice dress. And she's ready to create some devastation. No Quick Guard. We did get the fake out off, which is nice. We're going to stop that Eevee boosting up this turn. Oh dear. Simple Beam. Oh no, that's not cool. That is not cool. What Simple Beam does is any stat changes, boosts and things like that, it doubles them. But I think we're going to get away with it maybe. So here we'll just go for a feint onto the Eevee to get rid of it. The feint should be enough to take it down, and we'll just go for another Hyper Voice again. We do not want that thing getting any extreme Evo boost off. No way. Because if it does, it's going to be +4 across the board, and our DS will just explode, and we will automatically lose if that happens. So the Xatu withdraws, the Araquanid comes in. Is the Eevee just going to protect? Eevee does protect. So, Hitmontop. Gonna do some work here. Get that feint in, get rid of the Eevee, stop any chance of that getting boosted up, which is nice. And we'll get a single target Hyper Voice onto the Araquanid as well. It's just some really nice damage, 50%, that's really nice. Oh, and activating a red card. Okay, so what's coming in? T-Tar. Alright, we don't mind that too much. Because if that is minimum speed Araquanid, we will outspeed it with T-Tar, and we can potentially get a Rock Slide off, which does threaten it. But we do have to be careful of the Hydro Vortex. Well, it doesn't have Hydro Vortex, it had the red card, so we know it doesn't have that. We do see Metagross come in. Now what do we want to do? Could switch Hitmontop out for Excadrill. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that, and I'm just going to go for a Rock Slide. Can we just go for a Rock Slide here? The problem is, like, Araquanid could have Wide Guard as well. You would imagine it probably... will it have Wide Guard? It seems... With the red card, you would kind of think it's more of a supporter Pokemon. So there's a good chance it could. So we could double into the Metagross. Like, we should survive whatever the Metagross throws at T-Tar, and we could go for Close Combat Assurance into it and just get rid of it. Because then, once we've got rid of the Metagross, kind of Gardevoir wins out. So, yeah, we'll do that. We'll go for the Close Combat and Assurance combination. Oh, that's Mega Metagross. Alright. We should have went for the feint, really, because we might not get the Close Combat off now. Well, I'm going to take a Meteor Mash. Oh, Hitmontop takes it. Okay. So eject button activates, which isn't ideal. Let's bring in Excadrill here, because we will threaten that Metagross next turn. And I wouldn't have thought the double into the Hitmontop. So we just see a Liquidation. It's into the Tyranitar. We do see that it outspeeds us. We are able to survive it, which is nice. Getting Assurance off. It's not going to be double in power, which is a bit of a shame, but still doing a good chunk of damage. Okay, so what do we do here? So let's bring in Hitmontop, get an Intimidate off. Is that Metagross going to just protect here? You've got to think it probably will. I'd be tempted just to go for a Rock Slide. But again, the situation with the Wide Guard could come up, so we could just go for the Tech Rage into the Metagross, but then the Xatu could switch in on that slot. Let's go for the Tech Rage into the Metagross and bring in Hitmontop. With the Intimidate, we should be able to survive whatever the Araquanid throws at the Excadrill now. And if the Metagross protects, we still should be doing a really good chunk of damage with the Tectonic Rage. So the Wide Guard. So we get around that, which is nice. And no Protect coming out. We are going to pick up the KO here on the Metagross. So we were kind of right in expecting that the Araquanid had the Wide Guard there. So I think just going for the play here did pay off. Like I said, it's a bit risky though, you know. If we did go for it and then that Xatu came in, we kind of wasted. But I think we're alright, to be honest, with just the speed of Excadrill at the moment. It's putting so much pressure on everything. So we do get that Tectonic Rage off. Mega Metagross does go down. And I think we're going to be alright to clean up, because we can just go for Fake Out into the Araquanid, Iron Head, the Xatu for the KO, and then just clean up with whatever we've got left. So let's go for that Fake Out, let's go for the Iron Head. We've got plenty of turns of Sand left, so we should be fine with Excadrill just sitting on the field now. So there's a Fake Out. Critical hit to boot, and the Iron Head. which will pick up the KO. And we'll be able just to finish this off this next turn with that Excadrill. And I imagine a feint and a 9-head is going to be enough here, maybe even a feint. If a feint picks it up, we give Hitmontop all the glory. So let's just go for that. Feint and a 9-head. And there we go. So, very good game to my opponent. And not a bad start to the episode. So we're really like quite... I was a bit nervous about coming into this matchup, but Hitmontop Gardevoir did the work, got rid of that Eevee. The feint coming in really handy there to allow us to just get rid of that setup, because that simple beam onto the Eevee is really good, especially if my opponent got it off. Like I said, it doubles all the stat boosts or anything like that, so rather than +2 across the board, we'd be sitting in front of a +4 Eevee. If that baton passed to something like Metagross, then we're just, especially a Mega Metagross, we'd be in a lot of trouble. But thankfully it didn't come to that, so we'll just hop straight on and find our next opponent. So, as you guys know, I was at the Liverpool Regionals this weekend. It didn't go very well, and I'm super disappointed with it, to be honest. I really wanted to go and have a good run in the tournament and at least get some CP, but I didn't even manage that. I think it's probably one of my worst tournament results I've had in a very long time, and I don't know. Afterwards, it really hit home that I might not be. I don't know, like. I might not be preparing well enough for tournaments, training right and things like that. So I feel like I've got a lot to work on still, but I will keep working on stuff, and that's the thing. I'm going to work. I'm determined to get back into the scene and do well again. So I'm not giving up at all. It's just going to take me a little while, I think, to get over that, I feel. And you know, at the same time, I can't really take, you know, too much away from it, because there was like the field of opponents there was just insane, the amount of top players there were there. So, but that's just the level I've got to aim for and get above if I can. So that's where we'll be going, and that's what we've got to do. Keep positive. That's the message, isn't it? Anyway, we have our next opponent, Naruto. Another favourite anime of mine, but they are running a team of Tapu Lele, Drifblim, Mimikyu, Kartana, Gyarados and Snorlax. So we've got that Lele Drifblim combination there that's very threatening, can set a Tailwind. We've got the Mimikyu Snorlax for a Trick Room mode, Kartana, which is just going to be a bit of a nuisance, I would say, and Gyarados to provide that Intimidate support. What if it could... Mega Gyarados? Is the Gyarados Stone released? If it is, I should really look up on this, but we need to decide what we're going to do. I do like Sand Lead here. I think we might want to bring Hitmontop for that. And let's bring Mega Gardevoir, I think. Yeah, Mega Gardevoir. I don't know about Mega... Oh, well, don't know, but we're locking in with it. Mega Gardevoir. It probably will come in handy. Mega Gardevoir is just generally really good if we can get it into space where it can fire off Hyper Voices and things like that, or Psychics, or reverse a Trick Room or something like that. So we see that Tapu Lele Drifblim lead, and we're going to lead ourselves with our Sandcore. So this is pretty nice. This is good for us. We do have to be a bit careful of the Drifblim. It could potentially go for a Will-O-Wisp. Into the Excadrill slot. The Lele might be Scarfed. It's probably not though, with the Tailwind support, so it's likely that it'll probably go for a Protect here. So I'm kind of tempted to just double Rock Slide, because if we get a flinch on the Drifblim with the first Rock Slide from the Excadrill, then T-Tar can just finish it off, and then there's no Tailwind at all. So let's go for that. We could go for Iron Head. Now I think just in case the Lele doesn't protect here, we've got the chance to rock slide that, and there's no protects coming out, so we've got good chance to get some flinches here. So we're gonna get nope, no one. What we're gonna see this Lele do? Lele flinches, so that's huge. That's massive. And Tito are gonna get a huge rock slide off. Pick up the KO on that drift limb and really do some good damage to that Lele, which is nice. The tailwind does go up though, but we do get the flinch, which is massively useful. Stop that Lele doing anything. And let's see what my opponent brings in now. I wonder if it'll be the Kartana. That's a Gyarados, okay. So it does get the Intimidate off onto us. I'm going to switch out Tito for Hitmontop, because that Lele is going to go down to sand very soon. And I'm just going to protect Excadrill here, because there might be a Hydro Vortex coming onto the field. And just getting an Intimidate off. The Gyarados could go for a Dragon Dance as well, so just by getting that off, we're kind of, you know, nullifying the Dragon Dance this turn a little bit. So there's a Moonblast. It is going to come out into Hitmontop. Should survive this though. No. No. Okay, that's huge. That's because it's Life Orbed. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so let's see what the Gyarados goes for. And it is the Z move, so we did expect that. And good job we protected here, because it's going to go into that protect. Excadrill is going to take minimal damage from it, where we would have probably gotten KO'd if we hadn't protected here. Wow, even intimidated and through protect, we're still taking huge damage. Well, not huge damage, but we're taking a good chunk of damage there. So, let's think. What can we do now? What's my opponent's last Pokemon? It's probably the Kartana, right? You've got to expect it probably is the Kartana. We don't have a lot of fire on our team, so you'd expect probably the Kartana to come in. But that's alright, because like we do have the Chopper Berry on Tyranitar. It is. Right, now what do we do? We could switch in. Like, what I'm tempted to do is switch in Gardevoir for Excadrill to take any potential fighting type attack, but is my opponent just going to target the Tito with the Sacred Sword maybe and go for the Waterfall onto the Excadrill? Although you would think probably the Kartana targets the Excadrill, because it's going to be the only thing that outspeeds it on my opponent's side of the field, so get rid of the Excadrill and then just Waterfall it into the Tito. So yeah, let's go for the Rock Slide, and let's switch in Gardevoir for Excadrill and keep Excadrill if we can for later in the game, when the Tailwind runs out, and then we can bring it in and hopefully clean up with it. So there's the Sacred Sword. It is into the Gardevoir as we expected, take tiny bit of damage, and we see a Dragon Dance, so we're going to get away scot-free, no damage this turn, but we will get a Rock Slide off, which should do huge damage to this Gyarados. Do hit, lays in, so excellent. Right, okay, that's good. Now we need to see how many turns of the Sandstorm we've got left, because what we need to do is make sure when the sand goes down, if it is going to go down, how many turns? We've got 2 turns. Okay, and does the Tailwind end next turn? Yeah, it does. So what we can do is just protect Tito. Or do we protect Tito? I don't think we do protect Tito, because we need to make sure that the Gyarados goes down here. And we do have the Chopper Berry, so what we do is make sure that one Pokemon goes down, and we just fire off a double target attack. Because if Gardevoir goes down to the Kartana, Tito shouldn't go down to a Waterfall, The Gyarados is only neutral attack at the minute because we intimidated it, got the Dragon Dance, it's boosted once. It's just, I'm scared in case that, yeah, so we see the Waterfall God of War actually survives. Kartana going for the Sacred Sword, but the Chopper Berry activates. We should take this, yeah, and we're going to be able to clean up now with a combination of both attacks. So there's the Hyper Voice. Wow, look at the damage on Kartana, that's insane. We pick up the kill on Gyarados, and excellent, T-Tar winning out for us, brilliant. So a very good game to my opponent, but again the team just kind of just playing its way through the game. So very good, and we'll wrap things up there, guys. And we'll be back with an episode on Thursday. Again, playing this. I'm having a lot of fun playing this team at the moment. It is great. I really am enjoying playing it. It feels very solid. There are a few things that are maybe need addressing with the team, like the Aegislash is something that I think could be a bit problematic. But we can always look at that. Like what we'll plan on doing is playing the team for a little bit and then doing a kind of a re-evaluation episode where we do a live stream of it as well, and we'll pull all of our ideas and thoughts and what we've been struggling against all together, and we'll see if there's stuff that we can maybe tweak or change, or EV spreads or anything like that to take forward, and then we'll take it again. You know, we may even decide, oh, we're not bringing a certain Pokemon, so let's switch it up, let's bring something else into the team. You know, we like our options are pretty unlimited, so we've got anything we can do just to improve it where we think it needs improving, and we'll do that. So we'll do that live stream at some point. Like I say, we're going to set up our first live streams next week on Twitch, so do stay tuned for that. But again, I want to hear, because I know you guys have been playing the team in your spare time and stuff like that, and I just keep telling me your thoughts on how you've been finding it, if you've had any difficult matchups or anything like that, and we'll take all of this on board for when we do the review kind of episode stream, for when we're going to try and improve it to go into the next phase of testing, so to speak. So, but at the minute it seems alright. I know we're quite low ladder, so hopefully as we get higher and higher up, we'll play some more standardish teams and see how we get on against them, and then we'll see if there's anything from that we can take into that review episode as well. So I hope you've enjoyed today's episode, guys. It's been a lot of fun being back. I feel a lot more awake than yesterday's episode. It was a bit of a struggle, but I didn't want to let you guys down and not put anything up yesterday, so that's the main thing. We'll be back with another episode of the School of Hard Knocks tomorrow, so looking forward to that. And in place of the QR code tomorrow, we're going to be doing just a quick little recap video of CP and the 2018 early part of 2018 season. So we'll do tournament structures, tournaments that have been announced, and we'll go over the changes to Worlds invites and things like that, so you guys are all up to date if you've missed it already. So that'll be pretty interesting. It'll not be very long, but I'll just kind of cover briefly what the update was, so you guys are all aware of that going into next season. But we'll end things there, guys. So thank you as always for joining me. It's been a lot of fun, and I'm already looking forward to Thursday's episode, so that's going to be a lot of fun again. I can't wait. I do really look forward to these episodes at the minute. They're great. So I'm really looking forward to kind of expanding this series as we go through the summer maybe, so we'll look at doing that. I've got a lot of plans with a lot of things, so we'll see what happens anyway. But yeah, we'll see you tomorrow for an episode of the School of Hard Knocks. Let me know as well what team you want to see on there, because we're just an interim week this week, and then we'll play a new team next week going into the next few weeks. So we'll just play a few fun things this week. If you want to see a bit more of my regionals team, let me know. If you want to see that mid-season showdown team that I put together with the crazy Smeagol, Chansey, all sorts of shenanigans team, let me know so we can play that. Or if you want to go back to the band team that we were playing last week and finish off with that, we can play anything, guys. So just let me know your thoughts on that. It would be great to hear, and we'll leave it there. So I will see you all tomorrow for an episode of School of Hard Knocks. Take care of yourselves, whatever you're doing. Thanks as always. Make sure to smash the like button as well. It's always appreciated. I have to drop that in. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to get all the daily updates, and I will see you all tomorrow. So until then, guys, take care of yourselves, and bye bye.